So one of the coolest things about living on the homestead is all the things that the homestead can provide for us. And as we get to know our property, we learn about the items that we can forage on the land, and then we need to learn how to use them. Now, one of the easiest things to forage are black walnuts, and I'm going to bring you along and show you. Hey friends, it's Barbara Sue at Kowalski Mountain, and welcome back to our channel. Now, Philip and I are getting settled in at the homestead and just doing some odd jobs around the farm as we get settled in. Now, with anything on the homestead, you have to harvest when the time is right. You can't wait till it's convenient for you. You have to harvest when it's ready. And the black walnuts are coming into season. Now here at the homestead, we have black walnuts all over the property. But right here at the top of the pasture, we have two black walnut trees side by side. And this makes harvesting walnuts really simple. Now, Philip and I picked up a whole bunch yesterday, and there's a few more that have fallen down. Now, you can pick them, but it's better just to let them fall off the trees, and then you know that they're ready. Now, I did a little bit of research on black walnuts before I came out to harvest them, and one of the ways that you can tell that black walnuts are ready is that when you push on them, it keeps the indentation. This walnut is perfect and ready for the harvest. In only about 3 minutes did it take me to fill my 5-gallon bucket. Now, in the next part of this process, you want to wear gloves. If you've ever been down the stain aisle in your favorite hardware store, you'll know that black walnut is a stain color that you can choose, and that's no accident. Your hands will turn a beautiful brown walnut if you choose not to wear gloves for this step. Now we're just going to peel the husks off and get down to the hard walnut inside, because this is what we're looking for.
This connector over here is broken.
Now you can see my fingers already turning that lovely color. So there's all my husked walnuts and all the husks. I'm just going to leave those right there to decompose. And we're going to go on to the next step. Now that these are all husked, I'm going to go ahead and wash them a little bit. Now the best way that I saw to wash these when I was researching it was with the pressure washer. And we have a pressure washer, and I can certainly do that. And I might still. I'm going to start with another approach before I go there. So any of the floating nuts are not good. So those can go ahead and be pulled out and just composted. So I got a few that are floating. Now I can definitely see the benefit of pressure washing because it's going to get all the husks off that I missed. And I might still do that. Now after the walnuts are washed really well, the next step is to let them dry. And we're going to do that using the sun. All right, now the black walnuts have been drying for a few months. It's January now, so I think I got these in September and October. So for quite a few months these have been drying. I had them in racks and they were underneath the RV, so they weren't in direct sunlight, but they were getting plenty of air. And the racks were covered so that the squirrels would not steal my nut. This was one of the things I was worried about, that I would be a little too excited about gathering nuts and I would have so many that need to be cracked. So we'll see how this goes. Now Philip gave me a vise and I'm hoping this will do the job. Oh, we're cracking. All right. I think I did it. Whew. This is going to be a workout. I need some containers. This is going to take some effort. Let's try them. It has an interesting flavor. I haven't actually had a walnut in a really long time. It does taste interesting. Now we're getting a little bit better chunks. I wish I had a regular nutcracker. I do, but I have no idea where it is. And you couldn't crack these with a regular nutcracker for that initial crack, but now that it's open, I think I could like work on it from here. And I'm also trying not to crush up the walnuts too much. I have to tell you, I think I'm going to give up this project. Now, I haven't been on camera that much, but I have spent a long time trying to figure out my best technique of cracking these nuts. I've probably been at this more than an hour, probably an hour and a half, and this is what I've got. Now, as I'm thinking about this, the walnuts were free, which is why I was excited to try them, but I don't use a lot of nuts. So I could persevere and I could figure out a better way to crack these nuts. I've used the vise, I've used this, which this actually works better, but I'm having a hard time. Honestly, my shoulder is hurting from trying so long. I feel like this is growing something in my garden that I don't like to eat. So I'm putting a lot of effort into something that is not that important to me. I'm really considering ditching this project and giving my black walnuts back to the squirrels. And I don't like failure, and I feel like I'm giving up. But I could spend hours cracking these nuts. And I don't really need the nuts. Philip doesn't like nuts and baked goods. I do, but I don't make baked goods just for myself. I make them for us, and so I won't put nuts in stuff because he doesn't like them. So that's kind of where I'm at. My next option is the sledgehammer, and to me there's no point in pulverizing the walnuts. I really would like bigger pieces. I mean, this is the biggest piece I've gotten this whole time. I'm really thinking about ditching. Let me think about it. Well, friends, I have literally spent all afternoon working on this. And so I took it out to Philip and I told him, look, I'm ditching the walnuts. And so he wanted me to bring out all my stuff that I had been working on, and so he could try to crack one open and see if he could find a better technique. And he took a bite of the walnut and he's like, this tastes like car wax. And so we mutually agreed black walnuts are not worth our effort. So I can walk away with my head held high. I did not give up. It's not something that we care for, and it's not worth my effort. So I'm still going to call this a fail. This is a homesteading fail. Something we tried, we didn't like, and I'm going to move on. Well, friends, I really appreciate you watching with me and seeing the whole journey, whether it's successful or not. And we appreciate you being a part of our journey here at Kowalski Mountain. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, hit that button. We'd love you to be a part of our Kowalski Mountain family. I promise that we have a lot more successful projects than we have failures of projects. And maybe in the future we'll find something else to do with these walnuts. For now, I think we're going to burn them. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.